Good morning. Welcome to Harbor Highlights.
On today's show, we have an unstoppable tip and a special report about our next homeroom challenge and about taking care of our trash at lunch.
This and more, so stay tuned.
Harbor Lights. I'm Mariah.
And I'm Ruby. Today is the last week of the first semester, and electives will be changing next week.
You should be getting a copy of your schedule for next semester sometime this week.
Because it is the end of the marking period, make sure you check in pen and cabinets and have turned in all your work.
Now please stand and join us in saying the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Today is Dr. Martin Luther King Day. A day we remember this unstoppable hero and his unstoppable dream.
He always looked to the future and sought change in a positive way.
He embodies so many unstoppable qualities: confidence, justice, peace, servanthood, sacrifice, and courage.
Listen to Dr. King and some of his most memorable words as he not only spoke to injustice over 50 years ago, but still speaks to us today.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
At the heart of their concerns, this query has often loomed large and loud. Why are you speaking about the war, Dr. King? Why are you joining the voices of dissent? Peace and civil rights don't mix, they say.
The nonviolent resistor not only avoids external physical violence, but he avoids internal violence of spirit. He not only refuses to shoot his opponent, but he refuses to hate him, and he stands with understanding goodwill at all times.
How long? Not long. Because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. These great experiences are not based on a bargaining relationship, not an if faith, but a though faith. And I'm coming to my conclusion now. I want to say to you this morning, my friends, that somewhere along the way, you should discover something that's so dear, so precious to you, so eternally worthful, that you will never give it up. You ought to discover some principle. You ought to have some great faith that grips you so much that you will never give it up. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land.
Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., for your commitment to reaching social justice, and I hope that we all do not take his effort for granted, but continue to reach and live out this dream by becoming people who do great things.
Now over to this week's general announcements.
Hi, I'm Anissa.
And I'm Kaylee. Here are this week's lunch specials. Monday, cheesy breadsticks with marinara dipping sauce and green beans. Tuesday, beef and chili with tortilla scoops and seasoned broccoli.
Wednesday, sloppy Joe sandwich with baked beans. Thursday is chicken and waffle, sweet potato fries, and Friday for the end of the semester is a half day, so enjoy your lunch at home.
If you want to go on the ski and snowboard trip this week Friday, turn in your money for the bus to Miss Richardson by 11 a.m. on Thursday.
The Purple Power fundraiser against cancer is February 5. Order forms for t-shirts are in the office. Do you know how to knit, or would you like to learn? Ms. Harris and Ms. Dystamars are having knitting club again this year, and it starts Wednesday after school in room 102. All materials are provided. You just need a ride home at 3:25.
speaking of Ms. Harris, she also has a very important announcement about a special event we have going on next week.
Mrs. Harris, what breaking news do you have for us today?
Thanks for asking. I am so excited to share with Homerooms our latest challenge in honor of No Name Calling Week, which starts January 17th, and Random Acts of Kindness Week, which starts on February 14th, Valentine's Day. We are going to do a 30-day Random Acts of Kindness challenge. So Homerooms will all get this fantastic color-coded chart, and students can report back to their homeroom teacher when they've accomplished one of our random acts of kindness, and then those completed forms can be turned in to me. We will award prizes randomly to those classes that finish all 30 of the challenges.
Could you tell us some of these acts of kindness that we could do?
So there are different categories: on the way to school, in the hallway, in the classroom, towards adults, and towards peers or classmates. So an example would be stick around after lunch and help wipe down the tables in the cafeteria, or picking up litter that you see in the hall, picking up litter you see on your way to school, giving a compliment to a classmate, writing a thank you note for a teacher. So there's a wide variety of things, and homeroom students should decide which category, which random act they know that they can accomplish, and then share it back with their class each of the 30 days in between those 2 week-long events.
This activity will get you thinking about looking for ways to be kind. The more you practice it, will make it a habit that just comes naturally, and can't we all use a little more kindness?
Now over to sports.
Hi, I'm Grayson.
And I'm Allison. Girls basketball tryouts start this week, and boys swim and dives today, as well as boys wrestling.
Competitive cheer had their final meet, and it is at home.
How are you doing in eating healthy, staying active, and limiting your social media?
Here's another resolution that you can make that most of you are already doing, but we have a few in our school that could do better.
The topic is trash in the lunchroom. We have a mindset that you could all do a better job if we first take care of ourselves, and second, if you see something on the floor, take a second to pick it up.
Here's our report on how we can do better during the lunches and what we can do to improve. Let's watch.
Welcome to the news report. I'm Elias.
And I'm Ethan. Do you think that it is possible for you to keep the cafeteria clean? Here's Alan with more.
Every day the lunchroom was left like this. How would you feel you had to pick this up? We really need to tell 6th, 7th, and 8th graders where their garbage needs to go?
No, we should not have to tell the students where their garbage needs to go. It should be picked up off the tables and the floors daily.
What would your mom and dad say if you left the table like this?
I believe that your parents would be very disappointed if they saw the lunchroom. If you don't do it at home, you shouldn't do it at school either.
Are you disgusted by these images? Look at these pictures from the cafeteria after lunch. Obviously you would want to clean up this mess, so why leave it for the nice ladies who make our lunch?
But we do have students that show their integrity in the lunchroom by always doing the right thing. How do you make sure that your table is clean before you leave the cafeteria?
I pick up all the trash and then throw it away, and I make sure there's nothing left.
I pick up my own trash, and I encourage others to pick theirs up too.
If these students can do their part, why can't we?
If we all took care of ourselves, the cafeteria would look much better.
Here's the correct way how to do your share in cleaning up the cafeteria.
As you can see, by being unstoppable, we can throw that trash away.
We understand that you are all hungry and in a rush to eat, and maybe go outside, but use your manners and pick up after yourselves.
Help out by picking up something that isn't yours, and if you see someone not following our expectations of respect, responsibility, and quality effort in our lunchroom, then kindly remind them to do it.
So just throw your trash away.
So much for watching our show.
Check us out on SchoolTube and like us on Facebook.
Have a great week. Bye.